Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Norco, where today I guess I'm gonna drive the boat while also looking through Kenner John's Apocryphon, and I guess LeBlanc is just gonna sit there and be worthless. So we gotta get through the ghost bayous up to here. I mean, I kind of want to navigate into the pond just because, like, it's a video game and it feels like that's a place where there ought to be things. So this is my phone. Sonar display tracks the depth beneath your boat. If there's a decreasing depth, your boat may be passing above an object of interest, and we can just dive in. But I'm supposed to. All right, maybe things will get a little. Things will get a little. This boat does not corner like the last one. Also, it doesn't look like we have to worry about the health level of the boat, though, so that's good. Yeah, well, this is... Oh, wait, I remember how I was cornering the other boat. You have to let go of the mouse button. Turning the boat... Oh, got something. Sonar's going off. Figure they got something down there in the lake? Why don't you dive in and find out what it is? Yeah, sure, why don't you? I'm trying to relax. This is my off hours. But be ready. What the man on the pier said is wrong. They got ghosts down there. A partner of mine dove in the water to discover a piling when he was building his camp. Said he saw his dead granddaddy swimming around dressed up like a race car driver. Said his chin was on fire. 4 foot underwater with flames coming out his chin. You believe that? Like a fire goatee. No, I do not. I do not believe that. He tried to swim after him and got sucked down a hole and ended up at a pizza restaurant 20 miles away. I'm glad it's my off hours. I'd hate to see something like that with the kind of hangover I got. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, I guess content warning for ghosts. So maybe we're gonna see some ghosts. You crash to the shallow depths of the lake as the swamp spins around you. You try desperately to regain a sense of direction, thrashing further from the water's surface. You sink deeper into the bayou in this way until at last you emerge on the other side of the water, where you find a near-perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are alight in the sky above you. You've never seen so many stars. A man sits beside a kerosene lamp in the dirt of a palmetto grove along the bank. He rises to take a closer look at you. I watch this swamp from the treetops every night, but I never watch the water, he says. He reaches out his hand and helps you onto the bank. In the shadows of the grove are other figures whispering among themselves. The whispers are above you as well, in the invisible crowns of the cypress trees. You're one of the Trepaniers' children, aren't you? Who? The man whose property you're on, he says. His arpent stretches all the way to the river. Arpent. This is one of those moments where I just pause for a second and go look a word up because I've never seen that word before. An old French unit of land area equivalent to 3,420 square meters. It's okay. It's an acre. It's roughly an acre. Why does the definition start? Okay, it's fine. He stares at you for a while longer, and then above you to the opposite bank. Lucky you're not one of his kin. He has something coming his way. Someone from beyond the palmetto line whispers to the man. He backs away into the shadows. I did not want to volunteer. Oh yeah, it's me, a person who's related to a plantation owner. Because, like, first of all, gross. But secondly, a lot of people got bad feelings about plantation owners for very good reasons. If you don't know this country, you'll need a light. The man joins the rest of the assembly and they walk deeper into the night, leaving the kerosene lamp behind. What is this image supposed to be? The light is solid, unchanging. Turn the knob? The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. Turn it again? The light blinks twice quickly and pauses for a moment before blinking again. Okay, we were told about having to mess with some lights, but I don't know what to make of this at all. I'm going to turn it back to this one because I like this one. I have no other reason. I mean, this one's green and the others are red. That seems significant. Return to boat. I don't really know what to make of what just happened there. So if I dive back in, do we just get the ability to mess with the light again? Crest through the shallow depths down to the mirrored bayou where the kerosene lamp burns. Obviously, you know that extremely normal thing. Alright, return to boat. Did that map have... Maybe there were some markings that I didn't notice. Like, that I didn't realize were significant markings. We might be in for a little bit of trial and error here. I guess I could go back to the fishing camp. Hold up, we got something. You plunge into the canal and sink to its shallow depths. You begin to dredge the silt with your hands. Trash, soda can, debris of blown-out tires. You find among the refuse a large plastic bag of decorative Mardi Gras beads. You grab the bag and kick up toward the boat. Cool. Hold on. I want to go look at the map. So, I mean, no, I don't see any markings. All right. We'll just keep going. We'll just figure it out. It'll be fine. We have figured it out so far. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. Well, hold on. We're not where it gets tricky yet. As you fall into the lake, you watch the traffic lights of the overpass become like a mirage on the surface of the water. There's the sound of cars rushing above you, and then there's the sound of your descent, and then there is nothing. The lake and all of its sediment is infinite in its silence. It holds you captive, and you are unable to move. Paralyzed in this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across the bridge in their erratic cadence. All at once, an explosion of sound punctuates that vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, the silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shockwave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quickly, unnaturally, as if being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle. The headlights kill as you approach. The cab light flickers on. Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the lights. You pull open the door and swim into the cab as the pressure equalizes. You feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab light awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses slowly, regularly, yeah. Flip the switch to change the light. The light strobes quickly. The light is solid, unchanging, and once again, green. So I guess I'm gonna leave it? I'm not sure that I'm in a state where I should be driving a boat right now. That's my official thought on the matter. I seem to be having some difficulty with reality and the nature of water. Not at this point, obviously. I'm just kind of wandering. A figure cuts an uncanny silhouette in the water. LeBlanc whispers, "Bruh." I'm sorry. I don't mean to undercut the seriousness of the moment. It's the pig man. I always thought Duck was pulling my leg. I can't believe I'm seeing him with my own eyes. Duck says the fishermen around here bring him gifts so we don't steal the fish off their line. I guess I'll throw him these Mardi Gras beads. I certainly don't want them. The pigman dives into the water to retrieve the beads. When he emerges, they hang from his neck. Well, that's nice, and what fun for him. He wades several feet toward a nearby island and rifles through a pile of flotsam before disappearing into the water again. He reemerges near the stern of the boat. He hands you a small object from his collection and swims away. Damn, bruh. Pigman pretty cool. I guess we got a new phone case? Can I want to change my phone case. Alright. Apparently that's not a thing right now. Uh-oh. Wait, I can't interact with the boat anymore. Uh-oh. I am concerned. Did I break something here? Okay, there we go. That made it work. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I'm not going to be able to fit through there. Obviously, this branch was all about trading Mardi Gras beads to the pigman. You know, that classic noir staple. So wait, does this... This connects up. I want to see what's down here first. I will say that, like, this is the way I play a lot of video games, but it really doesn't feel appropriate to, like, the narrative urgency. We should be in a real hurry here. Because, like, they might have Blake. But also, and they might, you know, whatever they're doing, they might finish. But also, I know they won't because it's a video game and that's not how the story works, and that does kind of damage the story somewhat, in my opinion. You dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village. Wooden pilings are shadows against the dim light of the evening. The pilings are driven deep into the silt where planks and bottles and crab traps and stray pieces of tarp have coagulated into something whole. Well, I guess let's go check it out. You swim to the lake bottom and float beside this accretion of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly opened. And we swim through. You swim through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately onto a wooden cypress floor. You scan the area. You're in a cluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the walls shake. The foundation of the home rocks. The foundation of this home is like totally sick, bruh. You look outside the window from which you entered. Rather than the depths of the lake, you see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and in the small crevices of silence there are screams. There is a door to your right that leads onto the balcony of the home. Hold on, I want to look around here a little bit more. Along the wall of the living room are many framed tintypes of seemingly random moments, as if captured by accident. With each burst of wind, more of them crash onto the floor. Among the images is a hand waving, scarcely recognizable for the blur. The underside of a table, a clutter of shoes, a centipede held out on a napkin. As you make your way to the center of this collection, you find a picture of your mom. She's young, her hair grown past her shoulders. She's not smiling, nor is she angry. Out onto the balcony. The world outside is a maelstrom. Water laps at the balcony, threatening its foundation. You watch as willow trees floating along the bank of the bayou leave the earth entirely, sucked into an insatiable purple sky. In the distance, figures hug the crowns of cypress trees, screaming prayers into the vortex. Among those so stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around a tree and is holding to it desperately. You dive from the balcony into the floodwaters and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane, only the infinite evening. LeBlanc waves from the boat that idles near the bank. "You good, Kay?" he shouts. You look up at the cypress tree where the apparition of your brother clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. and then I pull it, for I am given no other choice. A light awakens from somewhere in the depths of the bayou. Sure, it's like a pull cord. Okay. I mean, pull the rope. That's not the right light. Slow pulsing? No, no, no. How about that? How about that? That's nice and green. And then we return to the boat. So, like, what is going on here? We're having these, like, we're diving into the water and we're, you know, experiencing via magical realism, or perhaps having some kind of mental, you know, we're diving into our own sort of mental space. But, like, none of this makes any... Can I just... No, okay, that's not a thing. We can get past. I don't really know what to make of any of it, though. You know? Like, what is it exactly that we are doing when we are turning on these lights? So if I follow this... I expect that this little, like, inlet's probably not going to be anything. But let's head up here, then we'll go to the logging wheel, then we'll head out into the Ghost Bayous proper. And I'd like to spend as little time out there as possible. Okay, yeah, it looks like this is, in fact, not a damn thing. We just, at this point, we have a good sense for, like, where the game conceals things, and this does not look like one of those areas to me. But, like, this thing we're doing, where we imagine, perhaps, that we are turning on these lights. I'm not sure what to make of it. I guess maybe let's get all of the text first, but it does seem very odd. You plunge into the canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm. No luck. As you pull, the tree pulls back until at last its force proves the stronger and begins to drag you through flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. In a sudden, violent moment, a force pulls the tree into the night air, and you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to either side and see crews of workmen balancing upon pirogues, axing wedges into the base of cypress trees along the canal. Some pull the felled trees to the edge of the canal, while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. You wrest your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. A foreman stands upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. He points to the firebox at his side. "Madere, don't slow down now." You look down at the pile of coal and the shovel beside the firebox, both now submerged as the boat sinks further. The shovel floats toward you as the water reaches the roof of the pullboat. The sinking boat settles upon the silt bottom, and you find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow, even in the depths of the water. The light is solid and unchanging, but then we shovel some coal, which causes it to pulse. Blinks twice quickly, that's not going to do. What if it just strobes a lot? Ah. Okay. So, I mean, like, the question of what exactly this all means and whether I'm just, like, interacting with sort of, like, my own mental state, I think is... I'm not sure what to make of the way that this actually, like, literally gives us the ability to navigate the bayou. And I suppose there's a couple different ways you could take it. Trying to do, like, live exegesis while also still reading the text is a total bummer. Okay, well, trying real hard to steer around stuff. So, leaving the LaBranche area, I guess let's head up here and then move along to that. And I guess we won't need the Apocryphon move if we just... So in the note where it describes the method for using the Apocryphon, Kenner John's Apocryphon, to navigate the swamp, it does talk about, I don't know, some kind of hallucinogenic properties of the air in some parts of the swamp or something. Right, the Garrets being made to feel like they just interacted with that stuff scraped out of the urinals. I don't know. Maybe there's something about this place that is giving me these visions in a literal sense and not just in like the obvious thematic sense. You plunge into the water. You pass your hands through the increasingly obscure cloud of sediment. A stray branch juts from a larger tangle of detritus. 2 beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. As you make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it. Soft, almost gelatinous flesh. This is exactly what I was worried about. The distinct ridge of a nose, the firm, unmistakable texture of teeth, glowing eyes hardened like glass. You rest the head from its hanging place and swim toward the boat. I don't want to take John's head into my inventory. What you got there, Kay? A little treasure from the lake? You hang the head from its sloughing tangle of hair and display it to LeBlanc. Dear sweet mother of Jesus. The head continues to rock gently in the wind. That's great, kid. Just put it down. What's with them eyes? LeBlanc taps his fingernail on one of the eyes. Them eyes ain't human. He presses his thumbs into the head, and 2 glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. The head is entirely without eyes. All right, playtime's over. We still got another set of coordinates to check out. Yeah, I sort of want to see if there's any more weirdness to experience out here in the Ghost Bayous. I'm gonna see about navigating up around here, and just pushing all the way to the north edge before we check out the next thing. Especially since, like, here we have no worry about screwing up the boat or anything. We have some freedom to explore. Although it looks like maybe there's nothing of value. Okay, I don't think we're actually going to be able to fit in that. Okay, just stick around there. Because, like, given how much of this, how heavy the thematic narrative is, how heavy the thematic parts of the narrative are around, like, the damage that has been done to the land of the place and everything. Obviously, there's something to be said about, like, being in touch with the land because you're paying attention to, like, you're spending time connecting yourself to the physicality of the place and that giving you more of an ability to understand it and as such navigate it is certainly, like, in keeping with the ideas of the story so far. So maybe that's all that's going on, but also, like, you know, how much of the supernaturality are we intended to take seriously, and to what degree, like, to what degree is that question even worth asking when you're dealing with a magical realist narrative, which I think this is. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not an expert on magical realism. Anyway, this is happening. God's name am I looking at here? Yeah, that's a great question. Bruh, I've seen some big bald eagles in the spillway before. Never nothing like this. Looks like somebody tore its eyes out. Yeah, it does look like that, doesn't it? And that's totally... These are Super Duck's eyes, aren't they? Or at least they were. I mean, you slot the eyes into the bird's empty sockets. Oh, good. Glad I did that. Wait, I actually am glad I did that. Bro, what? That bird just puked out a floating ball. Mr. Peachy used to tell us all the time they got aliens in this lake. The hell's it doing to you? Almost like it's giving you a sniff. The sphere shrinks down and buries itself inside of your coat. Oh, now. Looks like you made a friend. Orb joins party. Be careful carrying that ball around in your pocket, Kay. Don't let it blast lasers out your eyes. Shit. Feel kind of sorry for the big bird, bro. First time I've seen an alien do that to a bird. All the heat coming off of this thing's starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll. Yeah, okay, just like fucking rolls right off your back, right? Is it going to do the same? Yep, okay. All right, then. Yeah, we're just going to bounce, because I guess, like, what else is there to do? I like trying to understand the story as like a literal thing, or like giving primacy to the plot over the other elements of the story. Obviously, is like a very silly way to approach a narrative, but like again, having to do this sort of in the moment as we're still like getting text definitely makes interpretation more difficult. That Garrett seems to have actually quite a large gun. 3 Garretts guard the pass. Their tonsures, robes, and smudged foreheads awaken something in your memory. We await the bearer of the messenger. Ditchman prophesies that she will pass through this very bayou with the messenger hidden in her pocket. We will radio him after she leaves so that he may prepare her throne. Hey, Kay got this big marble that dude, shut up! I wasn't ready to tell them that. Kay got this big marble that shrunk down and hid inside her pocket. You talking about something like that? Yes. Kay, you show him that ball you found in the bird's mouth. Wait till you see this thing. You show him, Kay. Alright, just hold on a damn second. I was gonna think for a second, because I just had the thought that something awakened in my memory. Alright, the Garretts are meeting at John's Pond. Yeah, this is just... Mostly the mind map just regurgitates information that we already know as a way of refreshing us. But every once in a while, we've seen new information here, so I do like to check. Some event has led to the rapid decay of the superduct network. Network's decay is the result of a luminous sphere vomited up by a superduct node in the lake. Probably. Superduct may have contributed to Mom's death. Probably not, like, really intentionally, but I don't know, maybe. It would be a convenient way to sort of, like, clean up the loose end, right? Like, Mom saw something in the lake, and then fed it to Superduck, and then we found that part of Superduck. Maybe Superduck consumed the Vessel of Light to gain power or wisdom, but it only destroyed the network in the end. Yeah. Maybe. No more getting through this way. Ditchman's orders. Unless you're the ones with the messenger. Are you the ones with the messenger? Sorry, Ditchman? Yeah, Ditchman, our new daddy. We're looking for my brother. Cool. You know a guy named Blake? Little loser guy, clothes don't fit right? The dead lady's kid? Oh, yeah, Jesus lady's kid. He's over at the Ark, all tied up like a pig. Okay, is he alive? Yeah, Dishman's taking good care of him. He's fine. You here in this cave? We gotta get through. They're holding your. They're holding your. That's the end of that line. Say, we found a head in the lake. Oh, so you found... The portrait didn't change. We were searching for a while, but we gave up. Okay, what the hell happened? John got what was coming to him. He took us for granted. Wouldn't let us wear cool Templar stuff. So Ditchman pulled an alpha move and popped his head off. Just popped it right off, huh? Gruesome. The game is like rapidly disintegrating in front of our eyes. And that's okay with you. Yeah, John sucked. Everybody thought so. Sure, I mean, I agree. Alright, we don't need to talk about the messenger. We know about the messenger. What about this one? What's that thing, a playset? Yes, it's my little playset. And what's it do? Whatever I want it to. Say, how do I get one of them name tags? I like them things. Oh, it's too late. We're out. Just feel like we got pretty similar styles. I'm a little more of a bad detective type, you know, like I got street smarts. You more like a freak, like you wear a chain wallet. But I feel like we'd be in the same band, you know, on the road together. We'd get off the tour bus and people would be like, who's that guy and his little freaky friend? I don't know. I've already been around you 5 minutes and that seems like enough. Nah, we should do stuff like this more often, bruh. Hang out like this. I'm leaving the planet tonight. This is an excuse that I bet a lot of people have given LeBlanc. What a bizarre conversation. All right, I guess let's do the thing. That's it. Is that it? Its light is nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. The wisdom that was planted in the furrows of the Maker's garden arrests every fiber of my flesh in a tense ecstasy from which I desire no release. Same. I'm gonna bust. Oh, flood me with another kiss. I'm begging you. I'm on the edge. Just one more time, please, God. I do not want to... Okay. Everybody close your eyes. Nobody wants to see the thing that's about to happen. He does have a different portrait for this and everything. Wow. Yeah, it's really had an effect on them. There was a swamp and a lake and a refinery, and Kay had no face. I am the one. There was the thing that was and the thing that wasn't, and what wasn't was the bird. The bird knew all things too many burned. There is a great coming apart of this world. Can you see it? The coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the salt can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall. I am the one in the swamp. But who would be in this swamp and not fly your mother's corpse into the stars as a benediction where prayers collide? Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if I were the light and if I were the man who presides over this night? This ditchman night, I am the one. Let me in, K.I. who shine. I am the lake, I am the sun, I am the good news in the hour of eternity, and the evening without end, I am the one. Okay, we should get far away from them. So, y'all mind if we squeeze by real quick? What? Oh, you got the messenger. Nice, yeah, you can pass. Ditchman's waiting. Hey, Rhett. For a second there, I was like, oh my god, did they remember each other's actual names? But right, that's just short for Garrett. Radio to base. Let them know the messenger's on its way. Come in, ground control. This is Duck Blinds. Ground control, come in. Garrett? Why is no one answering over there? Probably just prepping for launch. You two are free to take your boat through the pass. As soon as we get someone from the base on the radio, we'll let them know you're coming. Huh. Okay, well then we'll just, Huh. I have concern. I have concern. We could try checking these out, but I mean, like, at this point, let's just go find out what's happening. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I'm having a moment. You sink into the shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging its bottoms with your fingers. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in hand and return to the boat. What was it? Having climbed over the gunwale, you observe the object that you discovered in the waning evening light. Monkey returns your gaze, his eyes now empty of any knowing or evidence of life. You found another toy, Kay? Your rotten head needed a friend to play with? That's nice. There is no infinite stare left in this stuffed toy. You place him in your bag. I just got an achievement called Wet Monkey. Okay. I had no idea what's going on. Alright, just checking. Since it was right there and everything. I have no idea what I think is going to occur here. It was not that. Keith's in the ring. What an evening it has been in Norco, folks. I just left S.H.I.E.L.D.'s exclusive carnival ball where Laura St. Clair was found dead in her office. What a bizarre... Okay. And the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Madere, no friend to the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church mausoleum. Coincidence? Keith sure doesn't think so. To top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Kenner John has announced that tonight he will be launching a homebrewed spacecraft from right here in the LaBranche wetlands. John and his disciples were able to erect this engineering behemoth in complete secrecy, despite sitting squarely in the flight path of Armstrong International Airport. Does it end there? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Kenner John's disciples, the infamous Garretts. An unfamiliar figure named Ditchman has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord. And John, rarely caught off stream, is nowhere to be found. Who will win the War of the Garretts? Who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Madere? Where is Kenner John? Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the ring, because Keith's got him cornered. In Keith's corner. Zero watching. Okay, well, we've reached the circus of John's Pond. Interesting. Hold on a second. We have Monkey. Oh, okay, I guess because Monkey is no longer has his stare. He is no longer considered a party member. All the life is gone from him. Monkey rediscovered in the lake, and that's all we have to say about that. What about this? A man's head discovered in the lake. Okay, mom's ring. Okay, I guess let's just start talking to people. How about this failed Garrett, as opposed to all the other incredibly successful Garretts? I always wanted to be a Garrett. I installed the app, but could never find the readings. I follow those guys online. They never follow me back, but that's fine. I'm starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight. All might die? Why? Well, this whole thing is a huge mess. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally. Half the Garretts defected, and the rest seem to be losing their minds. I hear the Garretts inside the Ark. The engineers are holding it together, but this isn't what space travel's supposed to look like, is it? I mean, half-assed like this? Seems bad. Yeah, we're looking for my brother. Who's your brother? Guy named Blake, a little drugged out dude with bad facial hair. We think these rocket freaks kidnapped him. Wow, I don't know anything about that. This picture just gets worse and worse. Alright, well, thanks for your help. Let's listen in on these smokers. What a circus. Well, how'd you hear about it? Text from a friend. Did you bring a kayak or something? Someone let me float over on their raft. What about you? Oops, I right-clicked and I think it just ended. Yeah, okay. An inflatable mattress. Worth it. I'd do anything to watch these little shits explode. Yeah, that's fair. Greetings. The costumed figure keeps his attention focused on the distant crowd. Do we know Roland? Is this a... Why do I know this name? Hey, are you a Garrett? I mean, obviously not. I dig the costume. Thank you. I assembled it from a mess of discarded things. I came here with a group of others from S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Carnival Ball. Police and private security were swarming the facility as I left. A disturbance of some kind. A perfect evening to launch a rocket with the cops already tied up at the refinery. Yeah, what happened at the refinery? Another attendant of the ball said there was an explosion, although I didn't see or hear anything from within the Good Hope plantation. Perhaps we'll find out more on the evening news. And so here I am, from one circus to the next. This rocket, these people, what do you make of it? I truly have no idea. Just as well. Why entertain opinions and conjecture? It's enough to observe the spectacle. That's weird, right? Because, like, it's almost like he's talking about the night that Catherine broke in, but, like... But the timeline for the ball doesn't make any sense. It's just weird coincidences. Oh no, sorry, that was us. What am I braining? For some reason, I'm getting Kay's timeline and Catherine's timeline screwed up. It wasn't Catherine who went there and blew up the robot. That was Kay. That is what he's talking about. That was today, I guess. We weren't out from the million thing for very long. I gotta be coming out to the lake more. They got big monster birds, aliens, spaceships. They got it all. Yeah, it is, it does seem like a pretty wild time. So there's the Minotaur in the sun. Here's Rose, who does look familiar to me, but again, can't really place... My memory's so bad, y'all. Hey, welcome to the, party. How did you get out here? Oh, yeah, that part was a mess. The rocket nerds tried to build a road from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. And as soon as cars started using it, the road sunk straight into the water. A friend of mine's car is still sitting half flooded at the parish line. But all these other people drove in from the city with like kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you. And we parked in some neighborhood along the lakefront and walked as far down their janky road as we could until some guy in a ski mask picked us up on a raft made out of like action figures and stuff. No clue how we're getting back. Why are there so many people here? And I was wondering that myself. A friend of mine saw something online about the little mall Nazis trying to launch a rocket, and we weren't doing anything else, so we came to see for ourselves. I guess word got out. Everybody loves a spectacle. Wow, I'm in the swamp. This is unbelievable. The majesty of this place. It's so inspiring. This swamp's pretty cool. Was just taking a drive underneath the bridge and found us a whole car down there. Sorry, taking a dive. You're a diver? So are you like a real swamp person? Yeah, bro, I've been in these swamps my whole life. My daddy used to make us shit off the boat. Oh. Said we was chumming the waters. Yeah, LeBlanc, you gotta stop telling stories and talking entirely. How did those goofy mall freaks build something like this, man? It doesn't make any sense. What I heard is, S.H.I.E.L.D. gave Keter John a bunch of money and he hired a team of engineers to build it. No way. That's just what I heard. I heard it was crowdfunded. Then how'd they keep it secret for so long? No clue. A friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired contractors for part of the construction, but they designed the whole thing themselves. Can they even fly it? No way in hell. That's why I'm here. To watch these dipshits blow themselves up. Come on, Rico. What? They're Nazis. They're not Nazis. Yeah, they're not Nazis. They're just impressionable dorks who idolize Nazis. They squatted a mall and built a rocket. What have we done besides drink at St. Somewheres every night? Garretts are cool. We're the dorks. That's not... No. No, you're not correct. The ground beneath us is sinking as I'm standing here. Of all the places to build a rocket, why do it on an eroding island in the swamp? These people are idiots. Yeah. Why the costume? We were at S.H.I.E.L.D.'s masquerade ball this evening. We left just in time. I heard from the others the police surrounded the refinery a few minutes later. Oh, what happened? Well, there were reports of gunshots? Sounds like the work of oil pirates. No doubt this will escalate the manhunt that's underway for Lucky. Do you think they'll find... I mean, there's no reason to play dumb with this guy, right? Do you think they'll find him? Oh, absolutely. Claire Bionics runs the elite security operations for S.H.I.E.L.D. Their drone fleets can find anyone, anywhere. Ah, the future. It's only a matter of time before a drone sends a bullet through the pirate's brain. How do you know? I helped to secure the contract with Claire Bionics. I did my homework. I don't think Lucky knows what kind of enemies he's making, but he'll soon find out. Look, we're trying to get inside the rocket. There are lots of people trying to get in. Some of them are just spectators who want to take a look around. Then there are the men posted at the camp on the east side of the rocket. They seem to have more sinister intentions. And of course there are all the lower Garretts who've been locked out. Intentionally, I'm sure. Wish I could help you. Someone around here must know a way in. Yeah, alright. Okay. How's it going tonight, folks? What's happening in this corner? We're waiting on Ditchman to show his cowardly ass. And what happens then? Well, the man gestures to the sniper positioned on the roof of the camp. What's it look like? Y'all ain't exactly hidden, bruh. Ditchman thinks he's immortal. We're here to rid him of that notion. Damn, you hear that, Kay? They want to kill the Ditchman. I feel like we should record that. Oh, my damn phone memory. Okay. Hold on. Hold on just a damn second. I gotta delete some old voice memos. I mean, we don't need any of this old stuff, right? This is only 3 megs, and it's a weird enough thing, I'm gonna hold on to it. There we go. Thank you. I'm gonna record this too. It probably doesn't... We probably don't need LeBlanc saying it, but... Yo, so I'm watching this old stream of John's from when they first broke into the Promenade Mall. It's him and like 5 or 6 Garretts. One of the Garretts brings a pair of nunchucks with him, okay? And they get into the mall, it's dark. Nunchuck Garrett loses his fucking mind, starts screaming, spinning nunchucks all over the place. And he's just like, bats, bats, oh my god, there's bats everywhere. The rest of the Garretts start running and screaming. John is pitching the camera on his phone around looking for these bats. All he finds is a leaking pipe. Turns out some water dripped on the little dude's head, and he thought bats were attacking him. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I'm having a little bit of trouble focusing on the funniness of it, though, if I'm being honest. I like this area. These dudes ain't messing around. My kind of people. Yeah, I'm sure these people are just like you. Where's Ditchman? Where is he? The minute he shows his face, we're gonna smoke his ass. Show face, smoke ass. You can never tell when that might be useful. I'm gonna grab this too. Whatever the... We have like 16 different versions of we're gonna kill the Ditchman, which I assume at some point we will want to play for the Ditchman. Okay, so there's a couple of people here we can talk to. Hey, I got nothing to do with any of this. Okay, so why are you here? I've been helping conduct some research in the lake. There's a team at the base station in La Branche. They rented out an old fishing camp and hired me to set up their monitoring equipment. Oh, right, the node. Shoot. I was doing my routes, checking the cameras, when all of a sudden people are swimming up to my boat out of the darkness. They climb in, nearly flip my flatboat right over. They commandeered the thing, took the key, drove us out here. Now they're lost in the crowd somewhere, partying. So how will you leave? That's what I'm standing here asking myself. Hey, what research are you conducting? A viral network has infected many of the trees in the area. Some of the cypress roots have taken on an iridescent quality. They've become more electrically conductive. The whole swamp is becoming a kind of brain, to put it bluntly. But something has changed in the past several weeks. The more conductive cypress are dying. We're seeing rapid erosion in the subsidence of the land at their base. The viral network, whatever it is receding. And what's causing it to recede? The data suggests a shock to the system. An extremely high electrical charge overwhelmed its circuitry. Okay, so it probably was the stone. Maybe it was lightning. Maybe S.H.I.E.L.D. intervened. Maybe it was something else. We don't know. Shoot, I need to see if we can go back out to the node because I forgot to record it on the meter. Great. More hipster scum just showed up. Hey, what's with the getup? You too, huh? Aw, what's wrong, buddy? Everyone just loves the costume. You know what? That's all people like you do is wear a costume. Every day of your life, you put on a costume and hope someone notices. I'm wearing this outfit for me. For me, okay? What happened to the collared shirts? We get to wear whatever we want now the Ditchman's in charge. Bro, y'all are a hoot. I love you guys. I hate scum. I love Garrett's, man. I just love him. Yeah, I'm not with these people. How did this happen? This was supposed to be a small ceremony for Garrett's only. Now it's overrun with smug, cokehead scum. And to top it off, I can't even get into the Ark. They tightened security once the downtown crowd showed up. Now you need a key card to get in. And who would have a key card? The engineers and the security Garretts, but the engineers are all inside, you know, getting ready for liftoff. Nobody cares about a regular working Garrett like me. Okay, I gotta see, am I allowed to take my boat back out? Cause I done goofed here. Yeah, alright, let's right quick go get a reading off of that bird. That's where I was supposed to do it, right? At the critical node? The node that we had the coordinates to? Was I supposed to do it before I gave it the eyes, you reckon? I bet I was. Well, whatever. We'll get a reading now and we'll just tell them what happened. Again, I'm making kind of a lot of assumptions here about seeing them again. A meter for detecting radiation. You hold the plastic electronic device before the massive eagle and press the button at the center of its face. The arm on the display meter oscillates for a moment before flashing red and settling near a 160-degree angle. I don't exactly know how you read a Geiger counter, but that's bad. That seems like a bad result. That seems like too much Geiger. Wait, oh, we had to go up and then, okay. It got so dark over here that I don't know. I got real nervous we were going in the wrong direction. Despite the fact that that's not really even a thing that could be happening. Okay. So we gotta find, like, a security Garrett. Hi. Nothing, huh? Over by the shipping container, perhaps. Because this is an area that we have not looked yet. An armed man watches over the area from a lawn chair perched on the roof of a shipping container. Hey, brah. Who invited scum to our launch party? This was supposed to be Garrett's only. I'm really surprised that they're saying scum instead of just doing the thing we know they all want to do and saying degenerates. Are you an elite Garrett? Well, yes, I am an elite Garrett. I'm the original Garrett. But John never let me be a Garrett because I couldn't find his stupid reading. This is not the voice I gave Gooch last time, but I don't remember what it was, so... So, are you a Garrett or you aren't a Garrett? I'm Garrett. I'm the Garrett. Then why it says Gooch on your name tag, bruh? Oh, when we get to Mars, all the others will be Gooch, and I'll be the only Garrett. Puppy promised. I ain't even gonna ask. So, like, we want to get into the rocket, is the thing. Well, you can't. Only Garretts are allowed inside the Ark. If you wanted to fly to Mars with all the cool guys, then you should have earned your badge a long time ago. I'm the only one around here with a key card to get in, and there's no way I'm lending it out to scum like you. What? I'm basically a Garrett. She ain't lying, bruh. She's a weird little nerd, just like y'all. She always been that way, too. Used to make me laugh, but now I think it's sad. That's actually, you know what, LeBlanc? He will identify with that. She's scum, bruh. I can tell by how she dresses. What you mean, bruh? Like she been living in a trash can? Yeah, bruh. Ain't that how you dressed, bruh? Nah, bruh. I'm dressed like a monk. There's a difference. Nah, bruh. You dress like a computer dude who don't shower. There's so much bra and bra. I just can't with this. Okay. We need to distract him or shoot him somehow. Just keep filming this freak. I just know he's gonna snap. Oh, totally. The other Garretts ditched him and he doesn't even realize it. When even the Garretts can't stand you, that's when you know you're the fucking worst. Hi, are you here for the liftoff? How can I help you? What kind of Garrett are you? I'm one of the original ne'er-do-wells who have constructed a starship in the swamp. I am virtuous and immortal, much like our anointed leader, Ditchman. Ditchman? What about John? John? I recoil upon hearing his name. John is a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers while demanding that the Garretts walk the earth discalced. If I had his hat, I would wave it about in honor of the anointed one. Well, shit, I think we got his head in Kay's bag if you're serious. Give it to me and I'll show you just how serious I am. If I had John's head, I would proudly wave it in the air, announcing God's triumph over the vile snake. We are the Garretts of Ditchman and we hate John. What a wild thing to just, like, say to a stranger. A browser sits open on the laptop. You click through the tabs. A web map centered on your current location, a troubleshooting guide for a custom energy cell, image results of vintage stuffed monkeys. Whose laptop is this? No? Okay. Sorry, I know how to knock. Hey, that totally worked. What? I'm doing something in here. And what are you doing? What's it look like I'm doing? I'm running ground control. We've got an Ark to launch. Sure. How do you feel about stuffed monkeys? Mr. Monkey Man? Monkey offers no response. I had a doll just like this. My dad gave it to me. When I lost Mr. Monkey Man, Dad hugged me. He told me we'd find a new one. But my dad's a dick, okay? He's a jerk. But he gave me Mr. Monkey Man, my best friend. I'm sure he loves you. I'm sure he loves you, kid. Us old-timers just don't know how to talk. I shouldn't be here right now. I should be home. This thing's just gonna explode anyway. Bye, assholes. Oh. A tangled mess of electronics and display monitors. I don't know if this was supposed to have closed. Clutter the interior of the container. Okay, so we got the ground control Garrett to just leave. I don't really understand the value of that. Let's have this guy freak out for the influencers. That'll be fun. Is this John? His head. I have his head. Just like Ditchman. Just like him. Like Ditchman. John's head. Everyone, please listen. I've conducted the service of the Lord. Okay. I knew he was gonna crack. I told you. Is that Ken or John's head? Yes. Are you live streaming this? Yes. This is unbelievable. What a night. Long live the Garretts. I wonder if I'm more of a micro or nano influencer. Maybe even Pico, to be honest with you. I am the one they call Ditchman. I have taken the head of Ken or John. I made him suffer. He did not walk discalced as a desert father should. He wore sneakers. Should I... Hold on a second. I want to grab that. Does this seem like a thing somebody get mad about? I'm going to record that. Actually, you know what? If we play that for the soldiers, maybe he gets shot. I guess, you know, if we play that for the soldiers, a scuffle might ensue that would cause the key card to get dropped, right? Let's just go and... Okay, no, those are not a thing to be interfered with. Let's go play that for the soldiers and see. There is a voice memos button on this conversation. Here we go. I've taken the head of Ken or John. Hey, look, that's Ditchman over there. It's him. Where's he at? Up there on the shipping container. Knuckle. Sup, Chuck? Got a position. Where's he at, Chuck? Up on the shipping container. Are you not listening to the radio? Give him a little warning shot, why don't you? Say no more, Chuck. Just a warning shot, though, right? Gave the target a little scare, Chuck. Great work. Let's go investigate the scare. Okay. Where'd everybody go? One little gunshot and the place clears out? So it seems. I'm debating, like, should we stop here? This is a moment, but also, yeah, we're gonna stop here. We've created a situation, and I think we're just gonna luxuriate in it for now. That's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This has gotten real weird. When you come back next time, I think we're actually gonna get inside this rocket, which I have a lot of questions about, and hopefully we're not gonna get blown up while we're inside of it. I will see you then.